domination.
The year was 1993. A game was released that would change the gaming landscape forever. Now, while there was already Wolfenstein released the year before for the PC, somehow Doom just seemed to have stepped it up a notch. Now we have a brand new Doom. Let's take a look.
The following is brought to you by Mighty One Entertainment. I'll just put this out there, I was never a fan of Doom, not in the 90s, not Doom 3 with its facelift, and so when I first heard about and saw the Doom footage at last year's E3, I just figured it was nothing more than Bethesda creating a hype train and hoping everybody would hop on board because of the two big names involved. Now, I honestly gave Doom another shot with Doom 3. Even though the earlier titles did zero for me, I decided to give Doom 3 a go, as it was at the time one visually stunning game, and by this time I was neck deep in love with the first-person shooter genre. But Doom 3 felt like an incomplete, boring and pointless endeavor. And with all the gameplay footage I saw of this new Doom, with the fanboys going ooh and ah over the glory kills and weapon retrievals, I just saw Serious Sam on steroids. Well, I'm happy to report I was wrong. Dead wrong. This new installment of Doom, not labeled Doom 4 as it probably should have been, instead just Doom, is one amazing and unforgettable experience. Doom is the kind of game that regardless of your expectations going in, you're not going to want to put this beast of a game down. Let's start with the visuals. Doom is graphically stunning, and proves to me that even though both Microsoft and Sony should be slapped silly for releasing these obviously underpowered consoles, then announcing upgrades only a few years later, the Xbox One and PS4 can still impress visually.
But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
Every single detail makes the grade. Character animations, level design, environments, weapons, all beautiful and a joy to look at. With the exception of some frame rate drops every now and then when things get really busy on screen and the occasional pop-in, this game is a visual juggernaut. The audio and the visuals go hand in hand, as we're treated to some great voice acting, immersive ambient sounds, great sound effects, and as long as that heavy metal style soundtrack doesn't cause your ears to bleed, then that as well helps to propel the experience. The controls in Doom are buttery smooth, as with just about every other gameplay design choice here. These controls were meant for gamers, totally designed with us in mind. At first, some of the button choices and placements might seem a bit off and not what we're accustomed to, but half an hour in and you'll feel right at home. Firing your weapons, switching your weapons, equipping your chainsaw, using your items, it's all very intuitive and an element that will fit like a glove to either the casual or hardcore player. Now let me revisit my Serious Sam reference in a bit more detail. That's the kind of game Doom seems to be on the surface. A complete run and gun experience with no depth and very little strategy and thought required. This is not so, however. Doom, although a very arcade style game, does have a method to its madness. A lot of expert thought was injected in this game's design. Once you start playing it, long before you even get some decent upgrades, you'll realize this game requires a certain rhythm. This rhythm I speak of is particularly noticeable and appreciated once you choose to play it on the harder difficulty settings. You'll quickly realize that this game can be challenging, but in the right way. Difficulty with intelligent balance. The devs understand that the way to make a game challenging is not to strip and dumb down your character and AI assistance, then ramp up the intelligence of the enemy. Once you understand and follow a flow in Doom, you'll quickly grasp the fact that when you die, it's all on you. There was something you could have done better or smarter or faster, and the game is perfectly designed to allow you to do so once you pay attention. The weapons in Doom, of course, are a part of this balance. Each weapon serves a purpose, not just there for show or to pad content like most action games out there. Even your standard issue sidearm serves a purpose early out. You won't be seeing it much after a few levels in, but at least you won't enter the game feeling butt naked like you're just armed with a butter knife or a wooden spoon. You'll be able to upgrade all your weapons as well as your suit, which goes a far way to becoming the Doom destroying super soldier you need to be.
Named him the Doom Slayer.
You can obtain upgrades several ways. From these drones which act like upgrade kiosks, from rune trials, which are some amazing fun, or from general XP, just doing some subtle grinding as you fight your way through hordes of hell spawns. Now in true Doom old school fashion, you can't do like what you do in Call of Duty and Battlefield games where you get shot, dive for cover, take a few deep breaths, and then you're all healed up and good to go. Instead of regenerating health, you have a life bar that needs health items to boost it back up, or health charging stations.
devotion to UAC's mission on Mars is the foundation to our success.
At first, I thought this might be a drag, but you don't even notice it. It's a part of the rhythm I mentioned earlier. You find yourself running low on health? Just target the weakest link in battle. Take it down with one of those amazing glory kills, get the health token that pops up, and you're ready to go again. You'll get health from downed enemies regardless of how you take them out, but glory kills give you much more stuff and look so much better. The PvP in Doom, although under a bit of heat from the fans, is also in my good books. Nothing I'll be playing months from now, but still some solid fun. I spent most of my time getting familiar with it through Team Deathmatch, then eventually went over to some Domination. We'll go a bit deeper in the lobby, however. I'll say this much, it's some fast-paced action, and if you're into a slower-paced camp and strategize style of PvP, then you might want to look elsewhere.
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand. Our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind.
I usually start my reviews off with a quick overview of the story, but in my opinion, the story, although an okay one, takes a backseat to the rest of the game, real far back. The way the story is executed proves my point. You don't sit through cutscene after cutscene while the story is broken down for you. There are cutscenes, just not that much. It's more of an on-the-job training approach, where you whistle while you work. Some crazy bastards in a UAC facility on Mars, through some experiments, opened a portal that's pretty much a gateway to and from hell. A mysterious stranger who claims to take full responsibility for this invasion seems to be assisting you to take down the game's antagonist, Dr. Olivia Price, who seems to be reveling in every moment of this invasion.
All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons, it's all true.
Now, some of the things that did not make it in my good books. First, the embellishment of hell, demonic possession, and things of the like. Yeah, guess I'm just old-fashioned like that. One might say this kind of trash is in many other games like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, and so on. It doesn't matter, I didn't appreciate it there either. Feeble-minded and ignorant people just looking for a good time might take it as nothing, but to imply that demonic possession is a good thing that brings you needed strength and so on just isn't my bag. Yahweh's God.
Demon possession ended.
Then although the graphics are superb, I did experience some frame rate issues, and for the first in a long time, a game actually crashed on my Xbox One. Then the load times can be a bit brutal between stages and deaths. And over in the multiplayer, I sometimes had really long waits in a lobby before even a single player popped up.
You need to remove each lens individually. Carefully release the hinges.
But all that aside, Doom is a great turnaround for the franchise in my opinion, a must-have for any action and first-person shooter fan out there. And if you're one of those unfortunate persons who drifted away from video games and have not revisited since the original Doom, you might be pleasantly surprised by this offering. Doom is one well-done app. This is our review, however, but ultimately your choice. Sound off in the comments section, tell me how you feel about Doom. Is it a game that you were looking forward to? Does it live up to the hype? Does it do the original Doom game justice? Let's have a convo in the comments section.
Well, that's it then. There's nothing else to be done.